flooding that has hit so many different parts of Kentucky. Unfortunately, we have some more tough news to share. Since our update yesterday morning, we've confirmed 2 more deaths, bringing our total to 4 individuals, 4 children of God lost to this flooding. The latest losses include a 27-year-old McCracken County man who was initially reported as missing, and a 65-year-old Trigg County man. Please pray for their families. If you know them, please lend your help. Brittany and I are certainly praying for and thinking about them and their community. Search and rescue teams continue to save lives. This week, we've had 2 rescues here in Frankfort by boat. 67 individuals were evacuated by boat from a hotel in Louisville. Overall, we've seen 142 rescues, 272 evacuations by boat, 87 boats in use. Again, the biggest concern that we have right now are cars driving through water, are people going around barricades. I just saw a news story about another rescue that had to occur because someone drove around barricades. When you do that, you not only put your life in danger, you put the lives of everybody who's coming to rescue you in danger. We need people to wait this out. In many places, we've seen the rivers crest and the flooding will be going down. So please do not drive through either standing or running water. Turn around, don't drown. So as we're looking at where we are in the flooding here in Frankfort, the water is crested and is slowly starting to recede. We certainly hope by the end of tomorrow, most people will be able to get back in their homes. Water was fully restored, the means of pumping water here in Frankfort last night. So an incredible job by the Frankfort Plant Board in getting everything back up and running. To everybody who is conserving, including my family, thank you for what you've done. So now water here in Frankfort and the surrounding areas is fine. Wastewater is going to take some more time to fully get back up and online. As the worst of the flooding has occurred here and many other areas, we're starting to move teams, especially to the west. The Green River hasn't crested yet, so still having teams there. But down the Ohio River in Henderson and Owensboro, even into next week, we're looking at some flooding and significant flooding. So making sure that we take those assets, those swift water teams, and have them in place for anyone who's going to need help. So right now, Maryland Task Force members are headed to Henderson. They may look at evacuation starting tomorrow in Henderson, and certainly we'll be moving more resources in that direction. For those still facing challenges, the Disaster Distress Helpline, 800-985-5990. That is a 24/7 hotline that you can call for confidential crisis counseling and emotional support resources for survivors, responders, and anyone struggling with distress or mental health concerns related to any natural or human caused disaster. And for the folks answering the call and volunteering, let's remember that this is dangerous work. If you're out there cleaning the roads, if you're out there helping people out, it's tough and it can take a toll on you. This number is there for you as well. Also, remember, whether it's the transportation cabinet or others that are out there doing good work, make sure that you give them a wide berth. Protect them around the roadways and everywhere else. Safety ought to be one of our #1 priorities. As we look at our weather update, the heavy rain has ended. Water's receding in many areas, but keep in mind, not all rivers have crested yet. So we need everybody to stay alert and watch for high water. It also looks like over the next couple days, we could potentially get about a ½ an inch more of rain. We don't believe that will cause any additional flooding, but it may mean that the water going down takes just a little bit longer. So as I said earlier, 4 fatalities, 1 in Franklin, 1 in McCracken, 1 in Nelson, 1 in Trigg. 2,000, let's see, what's our power outage as we're here right now? 2,380 is as of this very moment without power. Our utilities, both water and power, have done a phenomenal job for this widespread of flooding. the numbers have not gotten high really at any given point. So thank you to all our utilities and everybody who works for them. We've got only 868 connections right now statewide that are without water entirely. We have 22 utilities under limited operations, one that is non-operational, 397 fully operational. We have a boiled water advisory to about 4,000 Kentuckians. Wastewater, we have 5 that are not operational. Frankfort is the biggest. Plants are being evaluated today. 29 are on limited operation. As we look at shelters, we've got 52 shelters that we know of open across the Commonwealth. We have 35 households that are being sheltered at this time. If you look at the slide that just went up, shows you the great work that United Way and Airbnb are doing, as well as the American Red Cross. And then we've got more independent shelters than this. These are churches and other places that open their doors. We just may not know about them. That gives you an idea of the number of families that are being helped. We do expect that to potentially increase as those staying with family or friends look for options for the coming days. Those with non-life-threatening needs can call our emergency management hotline. I think it just rang. That's 502-607-6665, or you can visit kym.ky.gov. Currently, National Guard, 357 soldiers and airmen are mobilized to conduct missions with our emergency management partners. That's going to go down to the 200s probably by the end of today. That's both because we have many in the east for the February flooding that are able to come off mission now. They've been there since mid-February, as well as having had National Guard staged in some areas that either did not flood or their services are no longer needed. Still, a significant number of Guard that are out there that are repositioning their teams, that have aircraft ready to go if needed, and we're grateful for their service during just this most recent natural disaster, as well as all the others that we've endured. Kentucky State Police telecommunicators have now answered 18,897 calls for service, and troopers continue to assist local law enforcement doing extra night patrols, making sure that people aren't just safe but can feel safe during this period of time. To report a missing person, please call your local Kentucky State Police post. Well, I don't think we have any additional reports of missing people at this time. Transportation, working really hard on our state roads and highways. We're now down to 457 that are closed. 440 are by high water, 17 are by mud or rock slides, but many county and city roads are still flooded. A majority of impacts are in western Kentucky and the north central river basins. Again, not all rivers have crested, and where they have, it's going to take a while for the water to come down. So you are still in danger if you drive through water. I think this is the 3rd time I've said it since we started. Please do not drive through water and never go around those barricades, because oftentimes when folks are going around the barricades, they pull them open, and that means that not only are they putting their lives in danger and those that have to rescue them, their lives in danger, but the next person who's driving up without a barricade there might not know of that danger. So please turn around. Don't drown. That's the #1 thing that we need to ask people to do to protect themselves. Number 2 is realize the cleanup can be as dangerous as the flood. Make sure if you're doing this work that you have your tetanus shot. Know that there can be gasoline or other things in that water. Know that mold can be significant and spread very quickly after this. So make sure you read up on how to properly clean your home. Make sure you have the right type of masks and other materials you need. We don't want to lose anyone in the cleanup, and sadly in the past, we have lost some really great Kentuckians that are out there doing their best to try to help people. We want to make sure that everybody helping their neighbor or helping to clean up their own home is safe. When you're looking at traveling, go ky.ky.gov can give you the information that you need. State parks. General Butler State Park is sheltering 112 people. From previous floods, Kentucky state parks are also sheltering another 106 people. That's at Buckhorn, Jenny Wiley, and Natural Bridge. The Team Kentucky Storm Relief Fund is open. It's closing in on $1 million donated for the February flooding, as well as this one. This is a fund we can keep open to help people who've been impacted by this severe weather. It received about $20,000 more after yesterday. Remember, the first thing we'll do with that fund is to pay for funerals, and we've got 4 more families, sadly. They're going to need those services, but we'll grieve with them. We'll carry some of that grief if they'll let us, and we'll make sure we support them in the days and the weeks and the years to come. I'm going to turn